This is the Investor Mindset Podcast, and I'm Stephen Pesavento. And for as long as I can remember, I've been obsessed with understanding how we can think better, how we can be better, and how we can do better. And each episode, we explore lessons on motivation and mindset from the most successful real estate investors and entrepreneurs in the nation. Mindsetters, welcome back to another amazing episode. I've got something really powerful here for you today that I know is going to change the way you look at everything. So glad to have you here. If this is your first time or you're just joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you happen to be listening, so you make sure you don't miss any of this phenomenal teachings that we have here. If you love what we do, I encourage you guys to go drop a 5-star review on iTunes. Please. This is how we get to reach so many more people. And if you're the type of person who likes to help other people, then I encourage you to share this with somebody who might get some value from it, to post it on social media in your story and at Investor Mindset. Tag us in it. Let us know that this is some value. I'm seeing a lot of those come in, and it always brightens my heart and the team just to know that there's so much value being received. Just have to take a quick break to let you guys know that if you're getting a lot from the podcast, if you're getting a lot from this episode, then I encourage you guys to jump over to the website and join us, as we've got a really cool masterclass that's going to help you guys go deeper to start really understanding and applying some of these key tenets, some of these key values of holding the investor mindset, of really living with an investor mindset. And so I encourage you guys to head over to theinvestormindset.com/values, theinvestormindset.com/values, and join us for this free gift. We've put together a masterclass series that is really powerful. It's going to help you guys get from where you are to where you want to go a little bit faster. And I promise you're going to see a lot of value. So let's get back to the episode. Welcome to the Investor Mindset Podcast. And today I've got something that is going to change the way that you look at everything. I know for myself, once I learned this strategy, I saw big changes start happening to me. And it didn't all happen at once. When I look back, it all started with this realization. And in doing so, we're going to talk about the name, where the investor mindset comes from, and ultimately what it means and how that can apply in your life. We must tune into the ultra importance of investing in not real estate, but in ourselves. Investing in our mindset, as psychology is the foundation of everything that we do. And what we invest or spend our time thinking about and cultivating every single day drives each action that we take and ultimately the outcomes in our lives. You know, as the great Buddha said, what you think, you become, what you feel, you attract, and what you imagine, you create. And in turn, our thoughts are some of the most powerful levers that we have to create an incredible life. You've heard it before, garbage in, garbage out, and it's true. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, Napoleon Hill said. And today we're going to talk about the importance of investing in developing our inner thoughts and our mindset. Everything begins with a thought, an intuition, an impulse, and we get to decide what we focus on and ultimately what we do with our lives. Where focus goes, energy flows, and what we focus on shapes how we feel and what we do. And if we want to do something extraordinary, we need to spend the rest of our lives paying attention to our thoughts. So how do we go about doing that? Well, first, we've got to understand a couple key concepts. And so let's start at the beginning with some definitions, and let's break this down. What is an investor? We all know this. It's one who commits time, talent, and money for a specific purpose to earn a return or achieve something as a result of that investment. And in turn, we know mindset is basically our inner psychology. It's simply the thoughts and beliefs we hold which lead directly to the actions that we take in our lives. So together, that makes up the investor mindset. And when you're thinking from this place, you're going to be focused on committing time, talent, and money to be your best so you can earn an ROI, or return on your investment, both financially and personally. And at the core, regardless of what business or industry you're in, you can hold an investor mindset, one that is focused on investing in yourself, which gives you the biggest ROI there is. Being that it's so simple that the thoughts and beliefs we hold directly lead to the actions that we take in our lives, it's pretty clear the ROI that we'll see by investing in ourselves. So when we start to upgrade our thoughts and beliefs, we start to see major transformations in the actions that we take every single day, leading to the lives that we really want. You know, and as the incredible author Lewis Hayes said, every thought we think is creating our future. And today we can invest in our future selves while enjoying the present moment by simply learning to upgrade and up-level our mindset every single day. So we all know the story. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp and he spotted that elephants weren't being kept in cages or with the use of chains. And, he was thinking to himself, well, how can this be? How are these giant beasts not just running rampant? And that all that was holding them back was a single piece of rope tied to one of their legs. And as the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why they didn't just use their strength to break through the rope and escape the camp. Curious and wanting to know the answer, he asked a nearby trainer why the elephants were just standing there and never tried to escape. The trainer replied, when they were very young and much smaller, we used the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it was enough to hold them. And as they grew, they were conditioned to believe that they can't break away, that rope was still enough to hold them, and so they never tried to break free. And the only reason that they weren't breaking free and escaping the camp was that over time they adopted the belief that it just wasn't possible. Have you ever felt this in your life? I'm sure I'm not the only one, and that moment, that you break free is so empowering. And it's such a good reminder that the thoughts and beliefs we hold can either propel us forward like engines, or they can hold us back like an anchor, or in this case, a rope. As we invest in upgrade, cultivating and creating more empowering beliefs and thoughts, we begin to see ourselves and we begin to break free. Because unlike elephants, we have the tools and the formula to grow and to break through. And we must challenge ourselves to do great things, not to sit back in constant comfort of our current lives, but instead breaking free to start living the life that we're capable of living. And simply, people do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things, which was famously quoted by Sir Edmund Hillary, who was the first man to climb Mount Everest. And we too can set out to accomplish incredible things in our lives, with our families and our business, if we decide to do so. And it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves, said Hillary. Act we must to strengthen our minds, so we are ready to take on any of life's biggest challenges. To become extraordinary, we must do what most are not willing to do. Today, I challenge you to do something different, to install a strategy into your mind. It's something that you'll have to do over and over again until it becomes habitual thought. And if you guys, this is a big word, but I'm sure everyone's heard of it, metacognition, which is essentially thinking about thinking. So we must train our brain to begin to notice these thoughts and beliefs that aren't serving us. The same thoughts and beliefs, just like these elephants are holding, the ones that place a rope around our ankle and end up holding us down. So I want to challenge you to start noticing yourself thinking. We all have our go-to thoughts, the thoughts that keep coming up, the pattern of habitual thoughts that over and over again, they haunt us or they tell us what we really can or can't do. So let me see if you recognize any of these. I've never done it before. I don't think I could really do that. This always happens to me. Or I can't do it, or maybe I'm never going to be as good as they are, or I can't earn that kind of income. I don't know if that's even possible. There's no use even trying if I'm going to fail, or this is never going to work. Do any of these sound familiar to you? Or maybe what's your variation of these self-limiting beliefs, these thoughts that kind of hold us down? And so when you start to notice thoughts or beliefs like this come up, I'm asking you to just simply notice them. And when you notice them, that doesn't mean that they're true. Although, honestly, once you start believing those thoughts, oftentimes they become true. So why not put some more empowering thoughts into our mind so we can have some things that actually help us instead of holding us back? So when you start noticing yourself, feeling that rope around your ankle, of those beliefs that are holding you back, or that feeling of wanting to avoid that challenge, I want you to do this quick step. I want you to remind yourself out loud this phrase: obstacles make me stronger. So whatever you're doing right now, I encourage you to say it with me out loud. Obstacles make me stronger. In other words, the challenges I face today are training me to be stronger so that whatever challenges I face tomorrow, I'm prepared for what's ahead. And so whenever you feel challenged, I want you to simply use that as an action signal to remind yourself, obstacles make me stronger. So I'm feeling challenged. I'm feeling like I'm questioning. I'm noticing that belief, and I'm thinking to myself, This is an action signal to remind me that obstacles make me stronger. And then go through the process that I'm about to share with you, which is the process that completely changed things for me. It all starts with noticing. And so in 4 quick steps, it's very easy to remember. And it's pretty simple to do, but it's not always easy, and it takes a little bit of practice. So I'm going to encourage you guys, I'm going to challenge you to apply this in your life, starting right now, right today. Let's start applying this so that you can actually start seeing some changes happen. So the first of the 4 steps is, first you got to notice it. Those thoughts and beliefs, those emotions that are coming up, I want you to start recognizing them. I want you to start saying, oh, hey, that's a thought. Or, oh, hey, I noticed that feeling that I'm feeling. And when you have that process of noticing, I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to then accept it for as it is, right? So that doesn't mean that I'm telling you that it's true. That doesn't mean that you're agreeing with the thought. You're just accepting that thought was a thought that came up. Maybe you're even saying something to yourself along the lines of, isn't that interesting? Or, thank you, mind, or thanks for sharing that, mind. You're saying that to yourself internally as just a way of accepting it, of saying, oh, okay, well, interesting. And frankly, what you're going to do is you're going to move on, and you're just going to move right forward. And you could stop right there. You've noticed it, you've acknowledged it, you've accepted it. Those 2 steps together are really powerful. And if you even just stopped right there, you'd be in a much better place, because just by accepting that the thought exists, not necessarily agreeing with it, but accepting it, it's going to reduce your anxiety level, reduce your stress, reduce so much of those negative emotions that are going in your body. But why not take it to the next level? So with the next 2 steps, I promise you, this is where the power becomes, right? We're going to want to really condition it with an incantation. So condition it into your mind is the next step. And we're going to install this new belief. And in this case, obstacles make me stronger. So I'm going to say it out loud. Obstacles make me stronger. I'm going to say it in my head to myself. I'm going to really feel myself getting stronger. I'm going to see that obstacle in my path. I'm going to visualize the boulder that's blocking my path and seeing me move through it, seeing me get over that boulder, seeing me move that boulder, seeing me break through this challenge, and feeling myself stronger as part of the process. So we're going to condition with that incantation, and then finally we're going to apply action, and we're going to move forward. So if it was something that was holding you back, we're going to go forth and we're going to do it anyways, because we need to take that strength that we just developed and we need to apply it. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to go well. That doesn't mean you're going to succeed. But what it does mean is you're going to start to build a new habit of doing it anyways, of not letting these beliefs and thoughts hold you back, so that you can prove the new belief right, that obstacles actually do make you stronger. So whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality, was said by Earl Nightingale. So let's plant something amazing and follow this strategy. And as a quick reminder of how to remember the strategy, right? Notice, acknowledge and accept, condition it with an incantation, apply action. It's a simple acronym, NACA, N-A-C-A. Notice, acknowledge, condition, apply action. You can do that today. You can do it every day. And I promise it's going to make a big difference in your life. So in closing, what we talked about here today was that the thoughts and beliefs that we hold directly lead to the action that we take in our life and the quality of life that we're living. And I strongly encourage you guys to live with an investor mindset, that by committing time, talent, and money to being your best, that you can earn the biggest ROI possible by investing in your own personal growth, so that you can live the life that you've always wanted to live. And you can start today by conditioning yourself with better beliefs, better habits, and better actions, so that you can live a better life today. So as we leave, I'll remind you guys, go take action, go do some amazing things, and start applying this in your life. Just listening is only part of the step, but you have to apply it for you to actually start seeing changes happen in your life. And you can be that change. You have the power to make these things happen. So I'll leave you with this. Go out and live a life worth inspiring others, and I will see you guys on the next episode.
Thank you for listening to the Investor Mindset Podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Head over to theinvestormindset.com to join the Insider Club, where we share tools and strategies from the top investors and entrepreneurs on how to take it to the next level.
got something amazing to share with you. Of course, all of you guys know the Mindset Members Club is live, and we have an incredible community of phenomenal real estate investors of varying levels, from people who are just getting started to people who have been flipping, wholesaling, multifamily, doing big deals, making big money, who are in this community because they want to really take their life to the whole nother level. You know, majority of our members, the reason that they're joining is because they want to go from point A to point B as quickly as possible. They want to compress decades into days. They want to learn from other people's experience. But most importantly, they want to take action. They want to start applying the things that they're learning on this podcast right here and so many other places where they're learning all this material, but they're not actually putting anything into practice. And the most important part about education is actually applying it. You know, going out and reading a book but not applying anything in your life is a waste of time. And I straight up encourage you to stop listening to podcasts if you're not ready to actually start acting. You know, that's a challenge. Maybe I'm going to lose some listeners, but what I promise you is I'm going to attract the kind of people who I want to spend more time with, the kind of people who are ready to step up their game and join the Mindset Members Club. But most importantly, the kind of people who are ready to take action. You know, that's what this group is all about. It's about learning with other incredible people, spending time networking in a phenomenal community, building accountability, but most importantly, it's about taking action and applying. And we've set up the curriculum in such a way that people are actually doing the work, right? And it's such a big thing. If you've ever thought, hey, I know what to do, but for some reason I'm not doing it, or I'm making some pretty good money, but I want to take it to another level, then I encourage you to join us. You know, of course, in the Mindset Members Club, we have an incredible coach, Trevor McGregor, former Tony Robbins Platinum Master Coach, over 25,000 hours of coaching experience, coaching millionaires and billionaires, Fortune 500 CEOs, and some of the top real estate brass, you know, in our industry. And of course, you get to spend time with me, real estate investor, entrepreneur, mindset expert. I've, you know, bought and flipped over 200 houses in the last 3 years, wholesaled, and have built an incredible team. And I'm an absolute expert when it comes to going out and figuring out how to find deals and how to get you to actually start taking action and doing the things that are most important. So regardless of where you're at in your real estate journey, and I encourage you to head over to the investormindset.com/members and consider joining the Mindset Members Club, because we are ready to take action and we are looking for more people who are ready to step it up together. So I look forward to seeing you guys in there.